I got some stuff to say about this episode and I cannot sleep. So I decided I'm just going to go live and talk about it. Let's get into it.
Get busy in here, get busy in here. Yeah, my squad run deep. Yeah, we really in here. I swear whatever you want, you can get it in here. Comedy or the drama, it's a mixture in here. But you love it in here. Yeah, you love it in here. Got reviews up in here. We got stories in here. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit the bell. Oh yeah, 3 clicks like the shoes on Dorothy in here.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy BusyBlu, and I am back with another recap and review. Tonight, I'm going to be recapping and reviewing Real Housewives of Potomac Season 8, Episode 12, entitled Wendy, You Getting on My Mother Nerves. Before we get into this video, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, let the people know you're here. I know it's really late at night, but you guys, I'm on this medicine and I'm sleeping throughout the day. And then I'm having a hard time sleeping at night. I'm sweating too much. I got a lot going on with me. So since I'm up, I'm just trying to get this done. If you in here, say hello. You don't have to. I really just came on here to give my thoughts. So let me get into it. This episode really annoyed me. And I think they about to start going down the same rabbit hole that Real Housewives of Atlanta started going down. And it's really bothering me. And the person who's bothering me the most, to be honest, is Wendy Osefo. I'm not understanding her. I'm not getting it. She's not helping her own cause. I've been seeing a lot of stuff about whether or not she's gonna be pushed out or they're gonna be firing her, what's going on with her, and it's starting to seem that way. And I don't think she's helping her own cause. So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it. Let's get into this boring episode. I'm gonna have a lot of heat for Wendy. So for y'all Wendy fans, if y'all like her, if y'all care about her, y'all not gonna like this review. So you might as well get out and leave now. So we start off with Giselle and Ashley. They're going out to pick some fabrics for their their clothing line. One, nobody wants to see them have a clothing line. Nobody thinks that their clothes are cute. I did think that that dress that Ashley had on was cute today, though. Nobody thinks that their clothes are cute. Nobody cares about what they have to say and what's going on with their clothing. So I thought it was really weird. It reminded me truly of when um Sheree used to go and pick out all those clothes and nothing ever happened with the fabrics that she picked out. She was like, "Was this what I picked out?" She always used to be. I remember back in the day, Sheree always used to be down there picking out clothes, but it was just like, "This is you're." She never did anything with those fabrics. That's what it seemed like to me. They said that they want to have some type of showcase, some type of fashion show, just to let the people know that they're here. And knowing the ideas that they have for just patting the puss in these clothing, in these joggers or whatever they're making. Do we need a fashion show for that? Anyway, Robin and Mia show up and they ask, do you ever get some, poop poom sweat when you're working out? And Mia was like, all the time, and I get it in my booty. And she was like, yeah. She was like, so maybe you should do some type of padding or something down there. And Robin was like, well, you normally get it from the like Robin does not help her like lesbian story trope. But she's like, well, you normally get the camel toe from okay, Robin, we get it. So then they talk about Surrey County, and Mia's like, look, I feel like it was wrong for her to invite me first. I mean, invite other people first, and then take us on, and then invite us second when she didn't get enough people. And Robin was like, yeah, she didn't like how Karen was flipping it on us to say, oh my God, I can't believe you're not coming. And Robin's like, yeah, we got kids, we got families. It's the last minute. To be honest, I'm one of those people who, if you invite me in the last minute, I don't want to. I'm not coming. To be honest, I've started to be the type of Pisces who, because before I was the type of Pisces who I want to be out and about. I want to see outside. I want to be outside. As I'm getting older, I'm starting to realize I'm the Pisces who I don't want to be bothered. Okay. Give me my one, two, three, a couple of friends. Give me my man. And then I don't want to see nobody else. I don't want to go outside. I don't want to talk to anybody. I think I'm very productive at my house when it comes to work, when it comes to family things. I can do it all here. Why I gotta go out there now? Like I've become a homebody. And to be honest, outside has not been so kind to me recently. Um, so after that, Ashley says, "Well, Karen was talking about you." I did love Ashley's interpretation of Karen, like, "Oh, I can't believe." But she said she was talking about her, and she says, "Did everybody get Wendy's invite because Eddie's opening up a shop?" He said, "What are we doing up? What are we doing up? I'm not. I'm just. I can't sleep. And you know what? Maybe I'll do the members only video tonight since I can't sleep. But I'm on medicine that makes I just get tired throughout the day. So I'm sleeping. It's good for my pain that I have, but I'm just tired throughout the day. So then when nighttime comes, I'm trying my best to go to sleep. They ain't give me sleeping medicine. I wish. I'm not that lucky. But I can't sleep. So I'm trying to wind myself down. That's how we up. But good to see you, DGF. So they talk about Wendy's invite, and um they was like, this is an open invitation because she wants to, well, in what's that girl's name? Wendy's talking bubble, and I want us to keep this, in our brains. And Wendy's talking bubble, she says, you know what? Karen was able to extend an olive branch to everyone. So you know what? Maybe that's what I'll do for my event. I want to make sure that I'm going by Karen's example. I want to make sure that I invite and welcome everybody. Come on, and they'll come. So she invited Nneka. Now, from my standpoint, I would see it as okay. Maybe we're not fighting as much. Maybe we can get over this hump. Don't tell Wendy that. Okay, so then we get to Nneka. She's talking to the individuals that's helping her launch her sparkling wine collection. Then her friends come over. I think it's Lebe and Lynette or Nanette, something like that. And my partner's in the next room. That's why I can't be as loud and obnoxious as I normally am. I don't know why we decided to put my office right by when we bought this house. Who cares? So they decided they want to have an unboxing party. And they were like, well, what, you're having your party, your unboxing party. So what are we going to be doing? Because they're helping Nneka right now move stuff upstairs in the house because she's still trying to get it together. And she talks about the unboxing party, and they said, well, you think Wendy's going to come? And she was like, well, I hope so. She did invite me to this event that's coming up, but I can't go. So let's hope that she's going to be able to attend. After that, you get Candace. She's practicing her lines for the TV show. I want to say the TV show Hush that she's in. Um, oh yeah, please hit the like button. If people are up, I will be surprised though, DGF. So she's practicing her lines. I'm assuming it's for the TV show Hush, but it could be for anything else. She lets Chris know, like, look, I can't stay at this event, and I can't stay at this event because we stayed overnight. Isn't that Candy show? Let me not put too much on Kenzie, but isn't that Candy show? So she's like, look, I can't stay because we ran too late at the last time and they just cut filming. You got to keep that money in production. So we now got to go today. So I can't go to today's event. She said she got a lot going on. She's touring. She's on a TV show. She's the bad bitch. She's doing everything she can. So she says, what's gonna happen if you see forehead and gobbleneck? He was like, look, I know how to be cordial. So if Ashley speaks, I'll speak. If Giselle speaks, I'll speak. It don't matter to me. I know how to be cordial. Then we get to Wendy and Eddie's event. They're gonna be teaching the women how to roll blunts and learn the technique of rolling a blunt. A long time ago, I want to say when I was in college, I did like a binge of like 2 weeks of like learning how to do, because my friends would smoke it. I have really weak lungs, but my friends would smoke it. And I was like, I could do it, and I used to be able to roll good one. Now you put a piece of paper in front of me right now, I have to give it right back to you. I don't know what I'm doing. um so they get to the event. What was weird about it, and I don't know if anybody else noticed it, is that it seemed like they didn't know what was going on in the event. Like, how much of the event do they put together on the show? Because Wendy was like, "Oh, I thought we was gonna be smoking. Oh, I thought there were things that girl, y'all don't know what's about to happen at your own event." Like it gave me really weird. Oh, so we're not doing weed? We're not gonna. What do you mean we're not gonna? How do you not know? I'm sorry, she just annoyed me this whole time. And it's only because I feel like Wendy Osefo is performative. Since she's come onto this a little TV show, she has a new career every time. She was so happy about being a professor, degrees. And now all of a sudden, then she wrote, now she's writing a book. Then she's doing a candle. Soon she's gonna be doing perfume. Now she's doing now the family going into the weed business. Like pick a lane. Pick a lane. And then when the show first started, Eddie's mother, they had shunned him. They not talking to them. Then in a couple of episodes ago, didn't he said, "Oh, I talked to my mom," and she was like, "Oh yes, I can't believe this." Like, what's the truth with their family? What is the actual like truth with their family? Because nothing is making sense. Anyway, they talk about the types of weed that Eddie has, and one is energized Eddie, the other one is mellow Eddie, and then you got another one that is Zen Win. I don't know why we needed a drum roll for that. What's up, Amethea? But then those are the different strands and the different types. So Candace and Chris show up, but Candace was like, look, in and out, but can I take my box? You know what I love? I love when Candace does her little skip and run to the car or from the car. I think we first saw it 2 seasons ago when they were like, "My God, where am I?" When Giselle's house was in construction and she was doing her little hop down the hill. Anyway, then Gordon and Mia show. I wonder if they came in the same cars. Um, Ashley sees Chris, but they decide not to speak to each other. Karen comes in with Matt. Matt is always around her. I guess Ray was like, "I'm not gonna be around no way, no weed. Oh, it's coming. Yeah, buddy, I'm about to go to sleep soon." He's like, "I don't want to be around no weed," but Matt will definitely be around there. Cut to um. So then Karen goes directly. No, so Karen doesn't give me a hug, and me was like, "Oh, we're not hugging today," and she was like, "You know me, let's have a conversation." I know she felt some type of way about my response about the invite. She was like, "Oh, because I don't take second string. I don't do second string invites. You were second string. You weren't even first string. You are a backup." That's that's what I just said. That's what I just said. She's like, "Overall, girl, I don't do last minute invites. Girl, 12 hours is not enough time for me to get my life together. You know, my man is broke. I got no nanny. It's too much planning I got to do. So, no, I'm not doing it." She was like, "Well, I'm just telling you, my trip was better than your boring ass life." Excuse me? I feel like sometimes Karen just be throwing out stuff to be rude and see if it's going to stick. DGF said Wendy is problematic for me from the start. Because to me, she didn't really support Candace. She wanted Big Sister Almighty approval. That's true. That is true. And never could get it. Never could get it. So after that, Mia says, "Look, you are an old dog and you need to find some new tricks." And Karen said, "You're just a trick." After that, Nneka comes in. She goes straight up to Wendy and she says, "Hey, hello, how are you? Thank you so much for inviting me." And then she finds her seat. Giselle comes in and Mia tells her, "Girl, she mad about the invite." So, I told her she old dog new tricks. Giselle runs and tells that. And then Wendy complains, like, "Oh, well, she didn't come in here." You know what's funny is that Giselle has treated her like garbage, trash, dumpster, everything. Has not been on her side. Was on the other person's side when water got dumped on her. Has continuously talked down about her husband, her family, how fake she is, not caring, not even addressing her. And she's still upset about her not um saying hello to her. But she got all this fire for Nneka because she said your mama a witch. When Giselle has said way worse things about you, your family, your degrees, nobody cares. She talked about your body and why your marriage is not going on. She talked about the blogs and why your husband may be sleeping around because you got your body done and you're insecure. She did all of that stuff. And you're mad at Nneka saying your mother probably is a witch. For 4 or 5 years, this lady is tormenting you. And you mad at Nneka. You're like, girl, you're crazy. Oh, she didn't say hello to me. I can't believe she didn't say hello to me. Why are you so pressed? Why are you so pressed? Because the girl you feel like just really doesn't like you and really disrespected you actually did come up to you and say, "Hey, thank you so much for inviting me. This looks lovely. I'm gonna go find my seat." And the girl who openly disrespects you didn't say hi to you, and you got a problem with it. And then I love the fact that they also played the montage of you not hugging and talking to her. And some of the clips I couldn't even use. I don't think that they could really use because some of the clips she was backing up, like, please don't touch me. Ew. Like, please don't touch me. Or she wasn't even addressing you. So there was nothing for you to say hi to. Somebody is my camera going off. So there's nothing for you to say hi to because she wasn't addressing you. So anyway, Wendy, no, so then they start the program. Giselle calls Chris fat. She said he been eating good in the neighborhood. It is weird, yeah. He been eating good in the neighborhood. Um, After that, Mia talks about Eddie not having a job because in all these years we ain't never seen him do a court case or nothing. I will say, well, Ray wasn't retired, but we see him. Well, he was retired, I think, but we saw him doing the work with the business. Or at least he was in the Washington Post about it. We see Chris cooking all the time. They met at a restaurant, and now I can't stop. Sometimes he be cooking some really good stuff on Instagram and Twitter too. That stuff be looking so good. We've seen Gordon down to the joint. What else? I think those the only. I mean, we already know. I mean, they be staying in the properties that Michael own. We already know everything about that. Have we seen Eddie practice law? Have we seen it? I agree. As a casual viewer, Nneka's gesture could help turn this franchise in a more positive direction. I agree. I think she's trying her best just to get on everybody's good foot, and not in a mean way, and not in a thirsty way. I think she's just really a bubbly, fun girl. So after that, we get them starting the program. They start the rolling class. Everybody they did a really good job rolling the stuff. Wendy makes a speech. She was talking about, oh my God, I'm so happy we're all together. I don't think we've ever all laughed this much in such a long time. Here, just out there. Did we laugh? Did I laugh? Yes, you did. Why are you so miserable? Why are you so miserable? Anyway, Gordon says, look, I gotta go, I gotta leave. Right after before he can get his foot out the door, Robin was like, so how are you guys doing? Which you got some nerve. But anyway, how are you guys doing? Megan says she's doing her best. She wants to leave most days, but also he don't got nobody else. His family done kicked him out, and they don't care if he eats tomorrow, if he's starved in the house by himself, looking like the Crips keeper. Nobody cares. Um, Nneka says she asked Wendy for and then the whole event was over. Da da da. Nneka goes up to Wendy. She says, "Hey, first of all, I want to thank you for extending this olive branch. And I wanted to know if me and you can have a conversation just to bury the hatchet. I think it would be important for us to just put everything on the table and have this conversation and just move forward." It's gonna take time for me, and just after all of you never even really apologized for calling me a big. Nah, I know that. But I also think that we should, and I think that even if Nneka did apologize to her, she still would have had that same type of demeanor. Mom, I know she's trying to pull a Karen, but she's not good at it. I received that. And Nneka's like, look, I'm just trying to have the conversation with you, and clean the slate. And you said that I skip steps. I'm trying not to skip steps. And I think the best way for us not to skip steps is for us to start from scratch and let's have the conversation. I receive it. I receive it. I received that. I received that. Why are you acting like this? Why are you acting like this? And then also, then why did you invite me? So anyway, we move on from there to this other scene with Mia and Gordon. This scene was boring and hard to watch. They decided they're gonna start going on date days because their therapist told them to. They're working hard to or he's working hard to fix the relationship and trying to make it work. And spending quality time is one of the things that are important. But you can't do that with Mia because she was like, well, we have to do these dates during the day because we don't have any nannies, and that's really upsetting me. And girl, okay, whatever. Um, Everything is just an issue with her. I feel like she's trying. You know how sometimes people are. You can tell when you're dating someone, they're trying to find a reason not to be with you anymore. Like they're looking for one. Oh my god, the dishes are always. Oh, I can't believe it. Is this a speck on the girl? Just go. Like just go. And that's how Mia's doing it right now. And she was like, well, the family issues are weighing on her, and she felt some type of way about the lack of self accountability that Gordon was taking. I want to know what happened. I want to know what happened. The husbands are important to this franchise because the cast is small. I miss Juan and Michael's antics. Trust me, they still got their antics. Coco Coleman said, production. What part was that on? Have the see you later, meet the have fun tomorrow. Wow, that was a well thought out olive branch. Yeah. Good night, Mithia. So then I want to know what happened with them. Like, why was he kicked out? Well, whatever. She says, he's not understanding the trickle down effect that it played in. He wasn't taking self accountability, and then he got kicked out, which made her get kicked out. Then it made her not have no nanny. Like those were the things that she was saying. Those were the important things. Not he wasn't taking self accountability, which made it very difficult for the company to keep him. And then me working with him to go through his stress and his depression and all. Just it wasn't she. Her priorities are messed up. Child, the people are dropping like flies. That's okay. Um, she talked about divorcing him, and she said the reason was the environment was too hard for her to deal with. It was very rah 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 rah. And she was like, at some point I was just going. He would say at some point I was going to say, take your money and go. And they talk about Ashley helping Michael, and Mia was like, look, I wouldn't be there for you. That's just not who I am. Okay. And he said, well, you weren't going to take my money. We was going to get an arrangement. Then we get to Nneka's party. She's excited about everyone coming. Hopefully, Wendy is coming because she hasn't said no. She talks about her husband, and I'm from the DMV area, so I think what's interesting is she was saying, "Oh, he's gonna be staying out he's not coming home till next week because he's gonna be staying in Montgomery County," which I don't like. We all so close together. Like from my house right now, and I live in PG. To get to Montgomery County, it'll probably take, depending on the time in the day, maybe 40 minutes to an hour. You can't get back home. I mean, I guess if you're tired of I don't know. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. I don't know where in Montgomery County he is, but I just thought that was very weird. Like he's staying in Montgomery County, the next county. Girl, okay, whatever. Anyway, she's giving out Bedu, Bedo, one of the two. And she's getting it done fast. Everyone starts showing up. The house looks a lot better than it did before. Sharice comes in. I really do love seeing Sharice. I'm sorry. It makes me happy. I know the people don't like her. I do. Um, then Karen comes in. She's hugging. She goes to hug Giselle and then says, "Hey, everyone." And it's like, okay, hey, okay. Giselle asked, is Jamal coming? She asked if Wendy is going to be coming, and the people had already known that she's not coming. And Giselle was like, well, shouldn't she have told the host that she wasn't going to be coming? And Nneka was like, it's okay. It's okay that she's not. I'm used to the disrespect. Then Wendy goes into her talking in her confessional and says, "You think I'm just supposed to forget about all the things that you said about me? And you think that I'm gonna, and then you want to invite me to your house in order to unpack boxes? You think that I'm supposed to be? Let me tell you something. If you this stressed and so upset about Nneka now thinking that y'all friends because and then inviting you to a party, then why didn't you hold on to your guns when or stick to your guns when it came to that weed party? Like, you giving mixed messages and it's not making sense. And it sounds like sometimes you just want to be mad just to be mad. And you looking stupid and you're making me angry. And let's be clear, Wendy, you got one friend. You got one friend. You think you're gonna be able to make it far, mama, acting like this? Well, I'm not going to because to be honest, how often have we seen throughout this season her with other people? You think I forgot about that? Da, da, da. You forgot enough to invite her to that weed event. So it's okay for you to say, "Oh, well, I'm gonna make sure that I invite everybody to the event and the weed event and bring them all." And then when she is like, "Oh, that was really nice. I'm gonna invite her to my event." Oh, why would you think that I could come to your? What is this? You're being a psycho. It like if is it? Am I the only one who's seeing it this way? Because I'm not. I'm really not getting Wendy at this point. Now I know the lady called your mama a witch. A witch. I'm sure she's been called worse. I'm sure she's been called worse. I'm sure she's been called worse. I'm not getting it. You invite her. You so mad. You so distraught. You so upset. But you invite her to your event. So then when she says, "Oh, well, she invited me to her event, I can invite her to my event." Now you mad again? Oh no, I can't. How dare you? You think I forgot about? Well, I did think you forgot because you invited me to your event. I just, I'm moving on. Wendy is she's stressing me out and she moving very dumb. Okay, let me tell you what your next job about to be. Putting in applications. Okay, you've done a professor, a commentator, you've done a book, you've done a candle, y'all doing weed, and now your next job is about to be writing it, submitting applications. Dr. Wendy said, "Call you Hall. I don't blame her." You know what? I'm not saying that the party idea wasn't stupid. I think what's bothering me is the fact that she keep trying to hold on to small stuff. She wants to be all the way up Giselle's butt. She gets upset when Giselle doesn't even say hi to her. And Giselle has called her everything but a child of God. Told her that her marriage is going downhill and that's why she got her body done. She says she's stupid. When water got thrown in her face, she sided with the other person. Did not care if the lady left Miami or not. Sometimes wouldn't have rooms for her. Doesn't care to invite her if she comes or not. Her good Judy kicks her kids out of friendship groups and everything. And you mad because Nneka said your mama a witch? Now it's just so egregious. You can't take it. I can't believe it. You got to be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. Now, was the party idea dumb? Yes. Girl, open up your own boxes. But her selective outrage is unwarranted and it's really stupid to me. Wendy cutting off her nose by her face, and she's probably and I'm telling you, this is gonna get her off the show. It's gonna get her off the show. It's gonna get because it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, moving on from there, moving on from Wendy being, I'm inviting you, not inviting you. I'm inviting you. I'm not coming to your house. We friends. No, we're not. I'm done with that. So after that, they start unboxing wedding presents from 2 years ago. Now, Nneka, girl, but we'll deal. Karen says, Giselle says, hey, so are you and Karen, your face looks a little different. Did you get a did you get a refresh? I want to my compliments to the doctor, you know? And she was like, yeah, whatever. Where is this going? She was like, well, I just want to know, did you make up with Mia? And Karen says, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings for inviting you late. And Mia, and I believe me 100%. Girl, you didn't hurt my feelings. Let's be clear. My feelings were not hurt. I just was not gonna come because I don't do secondhand stuff. And that's what I said. Girl, what part of you what part of this made you feel like my feelings? What part of this made you feel like you hurt my feelings? My feelings were not hurt. I just was not gonna come. And that's what I said. And you took umbrage to what I had to say to you. Because my feelings wasn't hurt. Child, you invited me last and then you went in on me. That's where the problem was. Okay. So then they get up and they go eat. And then Robin says, hey, so what was that argument about? She's like, she's just mad because um I had a problem with being invited second. Oh my god, are we breaking this up again? Karen is she's just doing too much. And she went way deep down the hill. But you know what? Knowing that they have been talking about blue eyes for a long time, I understand where it happens. So Mia was like, look, it takes a trick to know a trick. You calling me a trick, it takes a trick to know a trick. And everybody been saying this about you, okay? And Karen was like, you know what, this is funny. You guys have been bringing this up for just the beginning of the show. And it's time for me to bring this up, because I wasn't going to bring this up, but I think this is important, because I don't talk about you and the rapper and sleeping with that married man. Child, you got to give me a credit. She was like, well, you haven't brought that up yet. You got to give me a credit. When Mia does something that she's not supposed to do, you got to give the girl credit. She take credit. She's like, well, I mean, you haven't brought the fact up that I am sleeping with. First of all, he's not a rapper. First of all, he's not a rapper. And I'm not going to tell y'all all the names, but, yes, maybe we do go out and we do have fun, but we don't be touching each other. And my husband be there. Anyway, we get down there. They play Never Have I Ever. Y'all, the only Never Have I Ever that was funny was Never Have I Ever considered paying for vitamin D. Ashley was like, Sharice, you ain't never thought about it. When I say I ain't never seen that Geritol kicked in, I ain't never seen Sharice move that fast. She said, excuse me. Excuse me. I'm just saying, when you get a little bit older, you just want to hit it, quit it, you don't want nothing. And then the next one was Never Have I Ever screenshot someone's family pics and whatever and saved them. Robin brings up what she brought up the last episode, which is that Karen be saving people's pictures in their phone. She says she got folders of people. Karen, that's weird. That's weird. That's weird. She was so you got folders on all of us. I don't know about any of that. If any of y'all looked at my phone and you see a photo of yourself in my Rolodex, that's because I was talking about you. And I was sending it to my friends. I was sending it to my friends and I screenshotted it and I sent it to my friends and I didn't delete it. Okay. If you see a picture of you, please know it's not in a different folder. It's not in Dropbox. It's not in Dropbox. It's not in iCloud. I was talking about your ass. Please no. And then Karen tried to come back. I wouldn't take anything. I wouldn't think anything of it. If I saw my family's photo, I would be thinking, oh, Robin's thinking of my mom and dad. At the end of the day, they all toast to them being together. I just can't take it, y'all. All right. I yawned once, so I think that I'll do it again. I think it's time for me to go to bed. I do have an early morning meeting, so we're gonna see what we can do. Karen keeps the dossiers on the ladies so that she can. Apparently, y'all. What did y'all think about this episode? Is Wendy getting on y'all nerves as much as she getting on mine? When I say I am over her, I am over her. I need her off the show. She's not making smart moves. If she's off the show next, it'll be too soon. I don't want to see her next business of the week. She's not interesting enough. Eddie used to be point. Now he not fine. Where's Juan? He's missing out on episodes. Is he gonna get his check being on the episodes? I don't know. How y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about Karen out in everything that is going on with me? I mean, she wasn't telling a lie because hey, I mean, we see her with him now. Y'all, I liked it. If I was gonna rate it, I would give it a 7 out of 10. Y'all put y'all ratings in the comments. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Make sure that you like this video and share it. Outside of that, if you all want to know more about me, you can find me on Instagram and on Twitch, BusyBlu, no space, no E. You can also find me on Twitch, BusyBlu, which is definitely streaming right now. I think I said that twice. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm about to go get busy. I love each and every one of y'all. Well, I'm about to go to sleep. And you all go to sleep. Till next time.